Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this semicircle with a center P, fully inscribed in a quarter circle with a center O, as you can see in this diagram, such that the radius of this quarter circle is 8 units. And moreover, this AB is the chord for this quarter circle. And this chord AB is tangent to this semicircle at this point C. And furthermore, this diameter of this semicircle is equal to the radius of this quarter circle. And now our task is to calculate this AB length. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. We know the radius of this quarter circle is 8 units. So therefore, this radius is 8 units as well for this quarter circle. And now we can see that this radius of this quarter circle is equal to the diameter of this whole semicircle. So therefore, the radius of this semicircle is going to be half of 8, that is going to be 4 units. And likewise, this radius is going to be 4 units as well. And here's our next step. I have connected this center P with this point of tangency C. And now let's recall the circle theorem. According to this theorem, the angle between the radius and the tangent will always be 90 degrees. So no wonder this angle PCA is going to be 90 degrees, since this AB is the tangent and this PC is the radius of this semicircle. And since this PC is the radius of this semicircle, and we know the radius is 4, so therefore this PC length is going to be 4 units as well. And now let's recall the two tangent theorem. According to this theorem, if two tangent segments are drawn to the one circle from the same external point, then they are congruent, as you can see in this given diagram. So therefore this segment AO is going to be equal to this segment BO. So therefore, in our case, this tangent AO is going to be equal to this segment AC. So therefore, this segment AC is going to be equal to this segment AO. And here's our next step. I have connected this center P with this point A. And as a result, we got these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle. So therefore, we conclude that this triangle AOP and this other triangle ACP are our congruent triangles according to side-side-side congruency theorem. And since these two triangles are congruent, so therefore this angle must be congruent to this angle. If this angle is theta, then this angle has got to be theta as well. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle AOP, and we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle to calculate this unknown side length AP. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, this side is our hypotenuse, and our two other legs are 4 and 8. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 4 square plus 8 square is going to be equal to AP whole square. Now we are going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our AP length turns out to be, if we simplify this square root of 80, that is going to be equal to 4 times square root of 5. So therefore our this AP length turns out to be 4 times square root of 5. And now let's focus once again on this triangle AOP. And now let's recall this famous trigonometric ratio, cosine of theta equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And in our case, this side AO is our adjacent, whereas this AP is the hypotenuse. So therefore cosine of theta is going to be equal to our adjacent is 8 divided by our hypotenuse is 4 times square root of 5. Let's simplify. So therefore cosine of theta is going to be equal to, if we reduce the right hand side, that is going to give us 2 divided by square root of 5. And here's our next step. I have dropped this perpendicular OD on this chord AB. And now let's recall the perpendicular bisector theorem. According to this theorem, if radius of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then the radius bisects the chord. And here we can see that this AB is the chord for this quarter circle. And this perpendicular AD is part of this radius for this quarter circle. So therefore we conclude that this segment AD is going to be equal to this segment BD. In other words, this whole chord AB length is going to be equal to twice this AD length. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 1. And now let's focus on this right triangle ADO. And we can see that this whole angle OAD is going to be theta plus theta is going to give us 2 times theta. So therefore cosine of this angle 2 theta is going to be equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 8 and our adjacent side is this side AD. So therefore I can write cosine of 2 theta equals to our adjacent side is AD divided by hypotenuse is 8. And now let's recall this famous trigonometric identity. The cosine of double angle 2 theta is going to be equal to 2 cosine square theta minus 1. So therefore I'm going to substitute this cosine of 2 theta by 2 cosine square theta minus 1 over here. As you can see in this next step, I have substituted this cosine of 2 theta by this equivalent trigonometric identity. And now we know our cosine of theta equals to 2 divided by square root of 5. So therefore I'm going to substitute that value over here. So therefore this is going to become 2 times 2 divided by square root of 5 whole square minus 1 equals to AD divided by 8. Let's simplify. That is going to give us 2 times 4 divided by 5 minus 1 equals to AD divided by 8. And now let's focus on this left hand side. This when we multiply, that is going to give us 8 divided by 5 minus 1. And if we simplify this one, that is going to give us 3 divided by 5. As you can see in this next step, I have simplified this left hand side as 3/5 over here. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 to isolate AD. And here we can see this 8 and 8 is gone. So therefore our AD length turns out to be 24 divided by 5. So therefore our AD length turns out to be 4.8. So thus our side length AD turns out to be 4.8 units. And now let's recall equation 1. Our this chord AB equals to 2 times length AD. And I have copied down this equation over here. So thus our this chord AB length turns out to be 2 times our AD length is 4.8. So therefore our chord AB length turns out to be 9.6 units. So thus our chord AB length turns out to be 9.6 units. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.